The town of Springwood never stopped believing, even after the movies came out, even after the official story that Freddy Krueger was just a fictional boogeyman created by Hollywood. The locals knew better. Too many kids had died with burn scars and razor cuts. Too many parents had woken up screaming from the same nightmares. Freddy was real. He just went quiet for a while. Until last year. It started with the dreams again. Not the classic slashed in your sleep kind. Something funnier. People would wake up with shallow cuts arranged in smiley faces on their arms, or find bloody jokes written on their bedroom walls in perfect Freddy handwriting. Why did the teenager cross the road? To get to the other side of my glove. The first real murder was Tommy Hargrove, the high school quarterback. He was found in his bed, throat slashed ear to ear, but the killer had taken the time to carve H-A-Hey-Hey across his chest with 4 parallel blades. The dream journal next to his bed had one final entry in Tommy's handwriting. He said the joke was funnier if I was awake for it. The town lost its mind. Ghost hunters swarmed in, paranormal experts, YouTube crews. They all set up in the old boiler room where Freddy was supposedly burned alive. None of them lasted the week. The poltergeist thought it was hilarious. It called itself Freddy 2.0, and it had jokes. The second victim was a cocky ghost hunter named Derek, who set up cameras in the abandoned power plant. The footage showed him sleeping peacefully until his own hands, wearing crude metal claws made from broken pipes, slowly rose and started carving "Dream Big" into his stomach while he screamed himself awake. The entity left a note pinned to his chest with one of the makeshift blades. Gotcha. It kept getting worse. The poltergeist didn't just kill, it performed. It would possess people for hours, making them act out entire Freddy routines in public. One woman woke up in the middle of the town square at 3 a.m. wearing a dirty red and green sweater, singing the nursery rhyme in a raspy male voice while her own hands tried to claw her face off. She survived, barely. The psychological torment was the real art. People started dreaming of a new Freddy, one that laughed at its own jokes, one that told you the punchline before it killed you, one that made you watch while it wore your body like a costume and did stand-up with your dying friends. Last month, it targeted me. I'm a local journalist who wrote an article calling the new killings a pathetic Freddy copycat. Big mistake. That night, I woke up in my kitchen at 3:13 a.m. wearing Freddy's glove. My own hands had fashioned it from kitchen knives and duct tape while I slept. I was standing over my sleeping girlfriend, blades raised, while a voice that wasn't mine giggled inside my head. Ready for the punchline, reporter boy? The joke is, you've been funny this whole time. I fought it, I really did, but the poltergeist was stronger. It wore my memories like a costume. It knew every fear, every shame, every dark joke I'd ever told myself in the mirror. It made me watch while my hands slowly lowered the blades toward her throat. At the last second, I smashed my head into the counter hard enough to knock myself out. When I woke up, my girlfriend was gone. There was a new note on the fridge in my handwriting, but with that same childish, gleeful slant. She's funnier when she's running. See you in her dreams tonight. Freddy, the funny one. I'm still here. The town is in full panic. People sleep in shifts. They burn rosemary and play loud music to stay awake. No one goes near the old power plant anymore. But the killings continue, and every victim is found with a new joke carved into their flesh. The poltergeist isn't trying to be Freddy Krueger, it's trying to be funnier than him, and it's winning. If you ever hear laughter in your dreams, childish, cruel, and way too pleased with itself, run, because the new Freddy doesn't just want to kill you, it wants to make you the punchline, and it's got all night